message.
Get on that.
Get back on your basketball regime, my friend.
So
Is
I mean,
Tron gonna dunk on some fools this game? Do you think?
I'm not sure. I mean, I don't think. I think IG or with the Enchantress last pick, it was probably just something Chuan was like, I could take an Enchantress. Let's see how this works. I don't think it was the best pick. I don't think it was a bad pick, but
with that said, we get underway here.
Yeah.
Folks, thanks for joining us here. Hope you had a wonderful New Year's or are currently in the midst of your celebrations. Don't drink and drive. Take it easy, relax, unwind with a wonderful game here of Dota 2. We've got Invictus Gaming on the Dire side. They lead MVP Phoenix 1-0. This is a best-of-3 winners bracket round 1 showdown. Loser, not eliminated, but has to fight their way. They take the long and painful road, trying to come back. There's 8 teams overall competing in this tournament, and with that said, MVP are on your Radiant side. So we introduce the teams now. June, playing that Batrider, trying to tuck himself away in the trees. March for the Tide will be kind of scouting out, trying to get engaged. He drops a ward. Both teams dropping the ward. Get scouted. Do they have sentries? Nothing yet.
No.
No gold on Chuan. No gold on your Lion, because Chisbug is actually playing Lion. Went for the boots first. So,
all right, running Ferrari. You got 200 gold. This is. I think he bought sentries. No, he bought a ring of protection.
That's bottle gold, dude. You can't mess with that.
You buy sentries.
No, you gotta get your bottle out. Your economy's so shit otherwise.
I guess. It's
just forced out the early Firefly, though. Okay, that's kind of annoying.
It's a pretty unimportant. I don't think IG needs that big camp. And the fact is, Chuan knows it's blocked, so he's not going to lurk around there. He's going to go for the right big camp anyway. So they'll deward it later if they care, but I don't even know if IG care about it.
All right, so let's quickly make sure we introduce all the players. June playing that Batrider, heading to the offlane. Luo on your Razor mid. That puts Chisbug, the dead man, walking onto the Lion. Chuan will be playing your Enchantress, and that will leave 430 on the Naga Siren safe lane. So a bit of a different take from them compared to what we've seen over the past few months. QO, Ember mid, offlane goes March on the Tide, support Ryzen, Ancient Apparition, Keen playing the Vengeful Spirit. No smoke for him early. 4F trying to engage with Blade Fury and doing a little bit of frass here to June, and that will round out our introductions.
Okay, so
dual lane mid.
2-1-2 set up from MVP with the AA at least for now in the mid lane, but I don't know if that's going to last. We'll see. With the Enchantress helping out Luo mid, maybe AA does need to stay here.
Man, Chuan 2 smokes. This is some big commitment to the early ganks, and it is an Ancient Apparition Ember mid, which is a pretty damn squishy lane early. Ember Spirit with 1 base armor does have the Stout, but has to get in close to the creep wave just to farm. Chisbug just laying into Mark. Went for the boots first, so these auto attacks really add up.
Yeah, this is like Lion kind of used to be your 5-position support, but now with the bonus base damage, we can see some 4-position Lion just being played as that kind of zoning support. Chuan's got an ensnare creep. I think he can't really gank mid without 2 creeps, like an ensnare plus a clap, ensnare plus a war stomp. So
March is having such a bad time. Like boots first Tide versus boots first Lion. I feel like last patch the Tide would just kind of ignore you, but it seems like he can't. He's driven off the lane. He's actually going to go check the 2-minute rune. He's only got a single Tango left, so he may just have to start stacking Ancients or even ferry some additional regen here.
Yeah, I think all in all, the lanes for IG are pretty solid, and yeah, I definitely think the lane's safe.
He can't even get off an Anchor Smash. This Lion is just balling on him.
For MVP, like they're running this Jug safe lane, and I don't think they're going to have that much potential to kill June, even when Forever already has his boots, but unless June makes a big mistake here, he's going to be just fine.
The smoke straight onto the mid lane, the Tornado already saw him. Take crit. Slowly trying for it. Oh, at the same time, as you mentioned, June, very low. May go down Ryzen though, tanking the tower, and meanwhile mid lane QO gonna walk towards the Tornado of Doom. They turn for the courier, then they go back for QO. They're gonna get both. They bite off a little bit extra. They have their cake, they eat it too. They get a 2-for-0 there, a courier kill and a first blood. An MVP airball the gank bottom as June just skates away to freedom.
That was
painful.
That was actually really well played by June to get out. He flew over the tower to get out of the Blade Fury, because Jug with boots can keep up with the Batrider, so how do you juke him? You can't really fly over trees, so he flies over a tower, which Jug cannot path over, so not exactly an easy
They need
juke.
to buff that. Jug should actually be able
Blade
to fly.
Fury through.
Blade Fury.
It's like
cliff walking Blade Fury Juggernaut.
taking phase boots to the next level. Like that's what just go through the tower.
I miss in Warcraft 3 when the Blade Fury would be like half the screen. It felt like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just my.
Blade Master in Warcraft 3 was legit.
Yeah, the Blade Master was the man. Rest in peace.
So
You think we'll get some? How cool would it be if they recreated Warcraft 3 inside of Dota 2 for custom maps?
I think
You would play that.
I'd play that.
You would probably stop playing Dota.
I'd start casting that. That's how Dota started. People were casting Dota 1 when it was a Warcraft 3 mod.
Well, that would be the world coming.
Then we
full
would
circle.
get like players like Grubby coming to Dota 2 to play Warcraft, well, whatever. I don't know if it's Warcraft 3 at that
Warcraft
point.
Dota.
Warcraft.
Dota Craft 3.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you call it at that point.
I'm on board with that. Grubby was like the first esports player that I followed. But unfortunately he left. But we're going to see... Whoa!
Big dive here, bottom lane as June finds one. He looks for two. They get the Ancient Apparition support, the healing ward being juggled around a bit, but now June's Firefly wears off. They try to turn. Two bad backups here. June gets the double. It's Luo who does most of the damage for that second kill. At the same time, top lane, March caught up by the Impale. Now trying to run away, but 430 says, stay where you are. I've got a little more coming your way. A poke, a plank, an extra auto attack, and again, it's the Lion support that delivers, hits level 3, buys the wards, and then just rolls out, except... QO's on his way. Flame Guard almost ready. There's a Hex soon. There's an Impale now. He'll throw the Impale. I don't know if that's good enough, though. He tries to retreat out. He's burning. He will fall. Chuan looks to turn this one. QO, no remnants yet. Not level 6. Turned on. Lashed down by the Razor. He drops the chains. But the chase continues in earnest as from the high ground, Ryzen rotates through. They can't quite finish QO. He's going to heal up. He will survive.
He'll survive.
Bloody little engagement.
He'll survive, but MVP are in so much trouble this game, I feel. Like, Naga's doing pretty well at top lane. Probably even going back to base to heal, but like the lane stage is just going so well for IG, and like June on this off-lane Batrider.
This is the build I'm talking about, by the way. The level 1 Blade Fury, the level 1 Healing Ward, max the crit. You go for some points and stats, and you basically try to play Juggernaut as more of like a hard carry.
Okay.
I'm not sure how well it works. I've seen it in a few pub games. I'm just randomly watching Dota TV, and it seems like it's mostly just a Chinese Dota thing for now. But if it works, I'm sure we'll see a lot more of it. You're getting caught out mid. He tries to retreat, but he's had a lot of damage stolen. The backup comes from Chuan, goes for the high ground auto attacks. June joining the fray. It's 4 heroes descending on mid for IG. Oh, and the Wild Heen appears, and a Wild Heen dies. 4-Ev now, trying to finish him off, can't quite do it. And we'll end up retreating to the south side at the same time. The Razor did end up going down mid, and it looks like Jude even wants to steal the enemy neutral stack. That might be a little bit more than you can chew,
he
my
may need
friend.
to, like, he's going to try to look for someone to
gold.
hide or suicide.
Uh-oh.
He's hiding. He's not getting chased as well.
Man, Chisbug is just... Since when have you seen a Lion just, like, rocking up by himself everywhere? I can, like, kill whatever I want all the time.
Luo's come, like, close and just slightly missed a few kills here or there and died the one time, but June is... Dude, this guy's a good Dota player.
4 rotating now through, and June is going to try to steal what he can here. So.
Yeah, he'll take the big camp, get the rune. June is just out of control.
And they're 4-manning their own jungle right now for MVP. They're not even laning bottom. The creeps are pushed out a bit, but when you can't control your own jungle, you're not ganking, and your off lane is now just given to a support while 430 free farms. That is a little bit scary. Batrider blink looking like a 9-10 minute blink.
Yeah, it's going to happen fast. And if June wants, he can fall back to the jungle. But I think he's just having fun getting involved in the kills. He was at mid lane when they were diving in tier 1. He was solo killing supports. So I don't think he's like...
Kyo going deep. Trying to. They commit a Ravage to Luo, but he's already gotten off the damage drain up to plus 56. Well, another stun. They will manage to get the kill. Chuan just kind of watching. 430 has a song, doesn't want to use it yet.
June's hero.
And then June again with the Batrider. This hero just will not stop doing work. QO across the river, he will go. They still have the song. Don't feel like they can get range. Heen with the TP out. Can't make it. Okay. Close call, but he will end up going down in the end.
Well, it's like they're killing Luo. Luo's not having the best game, but I just feel like he's the least important of these 3 core heroes. When Batrider's going to be getting a blink at 9-10 minutes in, when your Naga's doing well, I feel like you got bigger problems in this race.
Hey, what do you know? Another Lion gank? And probably another kill. If he gets off this auto attack, yes he will. Blink. By the way, as you mentioned, the Batrider, definitely the story of this game. June 5-0-0. 5 out of 8 kills, all solo kills. Although, well, not solo kills.
Yeah,
the Razor was there for 1 or 2 of them.
He's shared some of it, but yeah, he's...
Earlier, he got the first blood solo. He basically did like 90% of the damage to the other kill bottom. Not solo kills, but he's done the heavy lifting so far.
And Jug is 0-0-0. Like, this to me is a big problem for MVP Phoenix. This is not a hero you can just have being quiet in the first 10 minutes of the game. So even though he's farming well, he's not winning his lane. Batrider is massive, so to me, this has been a kind of failed pick for MVP.
Yeah, Jug will go back for the healing ward, so not going to take the early points and stats that I was mentioning, but still has max the crit. It looks like probably drums next. I'm not sure what else we've got. Orchid, I guess, but probably just the drums pickup for him, so kind of going mid-game oriented. Your Ember engages on mid, but Lil just, again, the damage drain. Can't really go in on that. And this is before the blink comes out. Yeah, gods, it's very close.
Well, we'll see where Batrider looks to go with this, and killing Ember Spirit once or twice, he's kind of like the comeback hero for MVP.
Nice pick off here. The Ice Blast smashes, and MVP get a return kill. Much needed. They bring down the Razor, which, to be fair, has been shut down a bit. He's not even ahead of the Ember Spirit in net worth, but it's been a big commitment from MVP to get to this point, and it's allowed other heroes like the Bat to roam free. Level 8 now. Blink just picked up. Spots out March. March can't really go on him, but
that's a really fast level 6 on the AA, and that's one of those things where, like, whichever, like, if you have these heroes who get a lot out of their level 6, the Lion, the AA, whoever gets there first can suddenly get your team a lot of momentum.
Hello, March. Have fun, my friend. You're up on a cliff. Nowhere to go. He could try for the TP out. There's no point.
One mana flame break.
Oh, he's just short. Oh, that's
he was counting mana to get up to that, so.
Meanwhile, the smoke top. They want 430, but he has the song. He's gone for strength treads early, which something Burning was doing a lot on this Naga when it wasn't that popular. He'll immediately song. He just knew it was coming. I think saw the Ice Blast about to connect, and then the Venge walks out. That's definitely more than just those two. He'll retreat. Will survive. By the way, I want to point out the Radiant Ancients have been warded, so they can't stack this quite as fully as they'd like from March.
And for IG, now they've got level 6 on Chizbug's line, so he was kind of playing that semi-5 position support with Chuan in the jungle, and well, now he can kind of have that impact we've seen Reason have. Reason getting off that kill in the mid lane with the Ember Spirit really helps MVP get kind of at least a little bit of momentum, and they got to keep doing that. Use this Ember Spirit plus AA combo as much as possible and just find single target pickoffs wherever they can.
Smoke gank now for IG. The Enchantress hasn't really been quite as high impact as they thought. 0-0 and 3, Chuan's definitely doing fine, still useful for the Roshan. Well, he's only got a single point untouchable, but they're going to look for a kill and a push here top.
Yeah, I don't think the Enchantress has been a big pick for them.
Like, the standard Chuan Enchantresses get like 3 kills in laning stage, take a tower, and then go Rosh, which by that metric, it's still fine. They'll get a kill here on Heen. They may get a return kill, though. Chizbug about to get caught out. Will end up going down a 1-for-1 exchange, and they look for a bit more. They will end up bringing down the line as well as the Enchantress, a 2-for-1.
There we go. Jug shows up with an Omni Slash to get his team on the board. Well, not on the board, but at least get them a bit more out of that exchange. And MVP Phoenix still doing okay this game. They haven't really shut down Ferrari is still the big concern here. Even though Jug's out farming the Naga Siren, that will not stay the case if you go kind of fast forward to 20 minutes into this game.
Yeah, 430, 75 and 10. It's pre-farming pretty much. He's gone for the treads. Early best. He has not completed the Aquila. Just going to work towards the Relic now. But you look at MVP. Decent illusion clear. They've got Ember who can be good, although Kyo not hugely farmed. Just staying in the ballpark of the Naga Siren. Juggernaut can be, depending on itemization. We'll see what he goes for. And again, IG are going to smoke. They're running out of these. They have no smokes for 10 minutes, except a single one in Chuan's inventory. Yeah. So
this is IG though. This
is going to be it for a while.
They love doing these like around 10. They use all their smokes around the 10 to 15 minute mark, or at least use 2 to 3.
Kyo has a remnant, but they're kind of parking Chizbug near the remnant in case.
They'll see him.
If he manages to get this off, he's going to retreat out. Can he quickly retreat? No, they get off the lasso. Then the finger, instant, decisive initiation. They get the kill. But that's one smoke for the next 10 minutes now for IG.
I think it's okay. It's okay. They get like one of their key supports level 6 in this. In most cases, it's the Lion because they're picking Lion every game, and then kill off whichever of your opponents is like the key hero. In this case, it's the Ember Spirit to get him back in the game. So I kind of like how IG use their smokes, even if it means they get into these scenarios around 20 minutes in when they have no smokes left. They normally have a pretty good advantage because of how they use their smokes.
Speaking of smokes, MVP going to use one of their own, and they TP one hero out.
Okay.
Back to the well. The Forever, of course, can Remnant back in. I believe he can anyway. At the same time, QO in a bit of danger mid lane. Chisbug again. It's the Lion. In he goes right through the front door. Impair to follow, as well as some imps. And down he'll go, but retaliation is inbound. Blink, Ravage as well. Catches out Chisbug as well as Luo. One, maybe two. Luo scattering himself to the south, but he gets swapped back in. He runs the other way. They might have just given him a path to freedom. Will the Ice Blast connect? It will not. He continues the retreat. They've got an Anchor Smash, a Gush. No, they'll go for the Gush. He gets purged for his trouble. Then Chuan heals him. Another Blink forward, but no mana for any sort of follow-up. He could stick once, not quite enough. Luo ends up surviving that swap.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would have killed him without it, but definitely not once he got swapped to the other direction. Forev will Omni through, kills off Chuan. Can't untouchable that.
Oh, he's dead. Lasso's coming in as well.
They lasso the Jug. They pull him right back the other direction. He ends up falling, and just huge commitment. Oh, maybe not. Well, they killed him. There you go. One more slap, and so yeah, he said, oh wait, kind of healing ward in the area.
Yeah, I'm not doing camera, so I'm like, okay, I'll just look away now. He's going to die, and then I'm like, wait, what? He still hasn't died? What happened?
Yeah, the healing ward is very strong, but of course, one shot kills it off. And that's a Ravage commitment, along with the Blink reveal, and it doesn't end up being a clear victory by any means.
I mean, this all looked bad, but they weren't killing. Like Luo can outrun them with the phase boots plus the passive, the unstable current. So he kind of had to do something, and then it ends up helping him, but they weren't going to kill him anyway without it.
By the way, as you've been trying to remind everyone, there is a Naga Siren in this game. Kind of hard to remember that one.
Reminder: MVP have lost.
This is your daily.
I'm a pessimist in 2015. This game's over.
You had your New Year's resolution was to be a good, positive, optimistic American, but
my New Year's resolution
cynical Australian at your core.
It's less bullshit when I'm casting, and this game is lost. No.
Too much time spent around Marlini.
It's not completely over, but MVP are in a really bad spot right now. Like they have the top net worth here in a Juggernaut. That's not a hero that's going to.
Hey, he's going Battle Fury, okay? He's going to have a vengeful.
Maybe a Shadowblade.
I think so.
I don't know. I don't think either's going to do too much.
The problem is, like, you can't really kill Naga with that if she has illusions, right? Yeah. So, what are you going to kill? I guess the supports.
Yeah, hunt down heroes like
Luo's probably too tanky.
Bat and Lion and
I think it's Enchantress. A Battle Fury. Either way, I don't know. If Juggernaut has to choose like that, you're generally in trouble, it feels. Yeah. Trying to retreat out. Oh, but the Healing Ward was killed off. They turned this one with the Tide. No Ravage for 5. At the same time, though, IG got a bit too greedy. They end up losing 2. Could end up being 3. Now we'll have a TP out to safety. Back to the well goes Chisbug.
This game is on like QO's Ember Spirit to come up and make these kind of plays like that.
They do have good illusion clear. I just want to keep that in mind. QO, if he gets items, would have it. Is there anything on the courier? Nope, nothing yet. And they do have Tide, Anchor Smash, okay for clearing them. Good right click. They're not like the best Naga lineup by any counter Naga lineup by any means, though.
Ember AA just have to keep finding pickoffs and kills where they can.
Yeah, it's
alright. It's kind of like a MVP Phoenix style item. Like they like to go for their Slack Shadow Blades and just go for these kind of, I guess, more kind of snowballing type items. But something IG
it's a good assassin item, but I guess the question is like, who can he assassinate this game? Can't really do it to Razor. Batrider has an Ogre Club, so I'm not sure if he can solo kill him either. Naga, if she can make the illusions, definitely unkillable, and has 12 armor, so I think even without them.
Oh, goodbye June. That just like paid for the Shadow Blade. Not as far as the money's concerned, but that is such a big kill.
All right.
That's.
I guess the max crit makes the difference there.
Radiant Observer giving him the vision he needed.
Nice little initiation here from MVP. They jump it with the Tidehunter with the Ravage, then they swap forward for an additional stun. Well, they can't quite get the kill in the end, as the Tidehunter will fall. The Venge ends up dropping as well. IG were ready for that rotation.
If I'm bad after that just happened, I'm like, I'm just going to buy a gem. I mean, Bat wants to get a gem anyways. Maybe he's asking the supports to buy it for him, which is, I guess, someone like Chuan with Lion trying to still finish a Blink. But yeah, this Shadowblade could make some plays happen. Furrow's going to play that kind of like Illidan style carry where he just goes off looking for solo kills constantly, trying to create space for his team to catch up in the form of the Ember Spirit, the Tide just getting some farm, the AA getting an Ag Scepter, and then he's just going to try to find solo kills wherever he can.
Yeah, the only issue with it is just that it does give you some farm speed, but it's it's not, you don't get it just to sit back and go late, right? You get this item to kind of tempo control, dominate the mid game, and if IG are careful with their movements, if they don't give away solo kills, then it's pretty much a wasted investment.
Naga's already taken over the net worth charts, and that's going to just get worse and worse. Ferrari doing this thing he likes to do where he goes to the treads. And I remember casting with PPD, and he's like, I don't know what the treads is about. And
Bernie was doing it for a really long time on Naga,
yeah,
even during TI4.
It just seems the Boots of Travel is so... It helps you for like 5 to 10 minutes, I think, where you can get a lot of benefit out of the kind of mana efficiency from tread swapping, and your illusions are a bit tankier, but then long term you lose out on not having good...
QO caught out. March is here though to back him up. Doesn't have a Ravage ready. They committed the lasso. Not sure it's enough. It's Chisbug. They try to catch him out. He turns with the finger. The Inch Apparitional coming through to look to counter-initiate. March will fall as well at 2-0. Will Chisbug end up shattering? Not going to happen. Teen also goes in. It might be a 3-0. It is. And this is without the Naga off in the woods, without the Razor farming top. That is just a train wreck for MVP.
June's just owning it up. I mean, he died once to like the most random shit you could ever die to. Like, there's a Shadowblade Jug just coming out of nowhere when you're solo top waiting for someone to come there who you can maybe kill, and then there's suddenly a Shadowblade Jug on you. Like, you just don't expect that. And apart from that, he's just played a perfect game. And even that death is just, it's random. It's not something you expect to come your way, so...
the main thing with the Naga build, I guess, is he does skip a kill and drums, which we don't really see the drums too often. It's more of like a miracle thing once in a while. Yeah. If EE or RTZ are really far ahead, they've gone for it, but it's pretty uncommon. But skipping the kill, it saves you a bit of flow, but it's more like if you want to go travels, you have to sell your turtle. So pretty big commitment in that sense. They blew a Ravage here just for the June kill. Not even kill, is that even worth it? He's already bought his... He's going to have a BKB soon, regardless. That is... I guess it's worth it to slow down the BKB, but... Naga's still free farming, by the way. They know Ravage is down now. Maybe they even go Roach.
I don't know about worth it, but it's like all they can get right now, I guess, so...
A sign of the times, perhaps.
Yeah.
And since that early kill for Forev, he's gotten absolutely nothing done here on the Juggernaut. Haven't seen him really engaged at all. 430 will summon illusions. Maybe if he goes away, you can't stall him out of Omni Slash. You can just keep an illusion nearby. He wants to auto-attack it down and then go for 430. The song! He will use it. Safe plays from him. Will he TP out, though? No, it doesn't have a TP. Okay. He's just going to walk away.
Yeah. Forev had to figure out which was illusion, which was real, and then... I think Ferrari's like, if I can get some backup, we can actually kill this guy, even if he Omni Slashes, but...
Yeah, I feel like once he gets Manta, or... Oh, they're going to go in on Luo. Omni is there. They get another kill. Can Forev go for more? He's going to Shadowblade, but they've got sentries waiting. Hello, Juggy. And probably goodbye. They pull him in deep. They imp him down. He will fall. There's no real backup for this. March already having committed the Ravage. Can't do much.
It's just, you don't want to stick around.
It's just feeling like they're too Ravage dependent a lot of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. June is just going to go. Like, they still don't really. Ferrari's even coming to the fights. This treads build actually helps them fight a little bit better.
Oh, he's trying to TP out. It is going to happen.
I mean, you kill a Razor, Luo's not having his best game, the BKB not helping him out, but he still baits out the Omni Slash, which as soon as the Omni Slash is down, MVP fight's over. No Ravage, no Omni Slash. You've lost whatever comes from there on out. IG was so ready for that, that tower dive. He just dropped the sentry. Hey Juggernaut, how you doing, bro? Why don't you go back to the well for a little bit? They're going to rotate through towards March. Top lane, June engages on it. March does not have the teleport scroll. He was really greedy with his farming pattern there. Ends up going way past the secret shop. Doesn't buy a TP scroll on the way out and can't get away. Meanwhile, IG making their move towards the bottom side of the map. Glyph was blown, and they're going to walk right into someone. It's Ryzen, who is near an Aghanim Scepter. So this is a big takedown for IG. Man, he's surprisingly close, to be honest. Yeah, Ryzen's having
4-2 and 2. He's QO, trying to snag the haste turn. He'll grab it while he's a piglet, then he turns around, haste forward onto Chisbug. Finally, the stinking Lion's out of mana. Can't do a thing. Remnant back, Remnant forward, and then try to kill him. Can the neutral? What a play by Chisbug. Why did they cut this guy again?
I don't know. He's been playing fantastic the last week I've seen him. He's doing great. Great things.
Maybe they like fake cut him just to like
it could be
light a fire under his ass. Is that a thing?
Well, maybe. I mean, I don't know if he's been like
Forev. Is this the moment? Let him finish up the neutrals. But notice how 430's always keeping Illusion next to him.
Here we go.
So that he has something. Well, now he walks it away, and the second he walks it away, he might go down. Blade Fury's there. They get the kill. 430 loses his diligence for a quarter of a second. He pays, but at the same time, Forev will die here, and potentially more heat. They look to run him down. They can't quite do it. They lose their enchantment on the chase. March now, casual, maybe not casual, Rabbit. As Luo BKBs, he continues to press forward. On the march he goes. BKB also popped by June. The BKB bros out in force. They march onward. Blink. Flame Break got him. Hean caught out now. Should be going down. Yeah, say goodbye to your Venge. 3 for 2. They finally got the stinking Naga. But she's still 2.5k ahead.
Yeah, has the Manta style completed actually, so...
I do want to just mention again, 430 has really been playing well against the Shadowblade Juggernaut because he always has one illusion next to him, just in case you try to Omni. It bounces to the illusion and you don't get the kill, but that time, like the second he walks it away, then they go on him. Then he's screwed.
Top lane here now. Done for.
Splat.
Lion seems like a good pick, I'm gonna say.
Lion seems like a broken pick, honestly.
The new
good
mate,
zoning.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Well, with even better lockdown, right? Like BKB doesn't counter Lion. You just hex them. Scary.
And I think one of the key things, if like for a team like IG, that the fact they sometimes run it as like a safe lane farmer and run Luo and a jungler, or pick a jungler and play this kind of like semi-carry safe lane farmer line, means you don't exactly know how IG are going to lane things, even when they pick the line. It does have that element of unpredictability.
It's roaming well. It's clearly a good zoning support right now.
Yep.
As Forev and June, 2 ships passing in the night will walk right by each other. June going deep behind enemy territory. He just wants to drop down an aggressive observer ward. He'll get it out too. So it is a completed Battle Fury for your Ember Spirit. Yasha now picked up for Forev. MVP still with very fearsome late game here from those two. Plus remember they're going to have the Vengeful Spirit R on their side. As June will look to do a little bit of economic damage, trying to steal some creeps away from enemy jungle. He'll be successful. And then he goes in a bit deeper for a lasso. He's bringing in the cavalry. Go jump in onto Heen. They bring him down. Chuan chasing on the Rising. Can't quite get the kill. And Forev still just kind of strutting around with the Omni Slash ready. Not going to use it though. 430 painting him out. Does he want to go for this? Has a song. Not going to do it.
Yeah. He's got Manta and Mirror Images, so June, the Jug can't really go on him.
Yeah, at that point you can just leave one in reserve. Chisbug will get caught though. No finger. No chance of getting out there. Finally the Lion is punished. And Forev again on the chase, but there's Enchantress creeps here. Can Chuan actually keep them near himself for much longer? He heals immediately. Omni Slash says, hell no. Down he goes. But
Farai can keep him in place with Saren. I don't think Forev can get
Song's ready. Does he want to use it as soon as this ends? They flame break him back. They're not going to bother with the song.
Perfectly timed to cancel the TP. Right,
yeah, he shot it like before it ended.
Yeah.
Knowing that by the time it hit, it would be up.
That was a good one. June is, I don't know, playing good. He always plays good. This guy
It's crazy to say that June is probably playing the best on the team right now, because you go back like 3 months ago, 430, it felt like 1 protect 9 or something, because his team was often just, just completely falling apart in the mid game, and it's a new day for IG.
I mean, to me, June is just like the next Ferrari or Burning for the Chinese team. This guy's just got tremendous talent, and he just needs that competitive experience. And he's got such versatility. He plays offlane, he can play carry, he can kind of fill into any core role. I mean, I'm sure he could play support if he needed to, but it's almost wasted putting him on the support role.
And once again, June's there to lead the way. They get the first kill, and they zap down QO as well. Where's your Remnant now?
Offlane Batrider is 11, 2, and 10. He didn't even get support down there. He just got solo kills.
Dire's top tower.
He got a solo kill. He almost was about to get a double kill, and then Luo came in and just helped him secure that. But even if he didn't get that second kill, he would have sent the other support back to the well. So at that point, you're like, this guy has won basically a tri-lane 1v3.
So for IG, up 29 kills to 18, very top farming Naga Siren. Batrider's off to an amazing start. He's good as 4 stuff now, and options for MVP are very few and far between. The Refresher Tide's probably the one thing they're hoping to get soon.
And they're going to pull that Tide directly up onto the high ground. He's got a blink. He won't have a chance to use this, though. He's immolating slowly but surely. Impaled now, and then
how you kind of crack it.
They flame break him off the hill. Maybe he's got a chance now. Nope, no chance.
It's like, you want to crack it off my lasso while you're stuck in the
There's a Shadow Blade, dude. There's a Shadow Blade. It's fine. They swap. They run forever. Right back up. This Shadow Blade is very awkward. He slashes through, but illusions are everywhere. Barely does a thing. Although they bring down the supports with the rest of their new complement. Then the song, the TP out. Tide dead, Venge dead for a Lion, as well as Enchantress. I would say basically that's like the best trade MVP's going to get right now, short of a horrible throw.
You get some supports and you're happy. Reason in the base at bottom tier. Thunder Tower. Oh, radiant damage. Well, that sums up this game pretty well. nice try, MVP. June's got his gen now,
peace,
and
my friend.
you're going to lose your map control. You're going to lose your advantage of having the Shadow Blade on Jug. Oh,
you're going to lose, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah. They
have good late game, but it just feels like IG are just a couple more heroes at the point of attack. Their movements are a bit crisper. MVP seemed very reliant on the Ravage, which in good news they're gonna have 2 fairly soon. But
MVP just have to throw too many spells and too many heroes to get a kill or get anything important, and then it's like, well, it never really seems worth it. Like, they're constantly suiciding their Venge, who's got 11 deaths. Tide has had to use like a Ravage and throw away his life just to kill like a Lure on the Razor earlier. They haven't really slowed down any of the IG heroes.
If you're ever playing a Naga game and it's like, you know, you can just observe the game and constantly catch kills and the Naga's not involved and just farming, it's a good Naga game. That's where you just don't want to be playing against that hero. If this is some other carry who needs to get involved earlier, like maybe a Gyro or something, that's one thing. But if any carry is just allowed to AFK free farm, literally not even be a part of the picture for half of the game. 7-1 and 6, but I feel like the amount of time 430 spent fighting is like a tiny fraction of the past 30 minutes.
Yeah. I mean,
he just has come at the opportune moments to get a bunch of kills real quick.
Or just like send an illusion somewhere.
Yeah.
Not
like
even take time.
Again, on the Forever, but they counter-initiate with the Ravage. Well, BKB was there from June. Forever still surviving. He's going to Omni Slash through. He gets 1 kill, another crit, another kill. As QO and Forever combine, they take down 3. That was a really nice bait from MVP.
That was a sick team fight. March showing up with nice Ravage, and the Omni Slash is going through the BKB. June gets off like the fast BKB, but you're still trapped.
And 430 did blow the song. It's a level 3 song, so it's up soon. Heart now complete. But it's going to be a bit tough for him to hold with no Batrider, who's been the go-to man when they try to fight. They will walk into the Roche pit, but they do so without the Ravage, without the Omni Slash for 80 seconds. They have good right-click damage. This drops quickly, but Psalm may be up around the time the Roche is about to die. 20 seconds and counting.
Now, he's going to get vision, and we'll have the song from the high ground.
5x status, nothing.
Forever's low in HP.
Forever dropping low. They're going to bring him even lower. The illusions almost finish him off. They now heal him up a bit.
Send that next illusion.
He hides in the backside of the Roche pit. They will finish off the Roche. 430. He's got a song in a second. 1 second. Can't get it off. Now stunned. Still stunned. Use your song, my man. He will not use the song yet. He gets 1 kill. He tanks through literally everything. Kills off the healing ward. Now they line Chizbug up, but he doesn't have an impale, so this is not really setting up for a whole lot. IG counter initiating. After the song, they go on to 4F as 4 Blade Fury goes invis and tries to retreat out. He will end up escaping at the same time. He maybe not so lucky. The 430 Naga chases him forward. They end up getting the jug kill, and they're going to get this Venge kill. A 4.
They break the Aegis as well. Ember about to respawn by the Ancients, and Chizbug.
Does he have a Spirit ready? He's hexed. He can be impaled. They don't have mana right now, but the finger. Can you zap him? Can you zap him? Do you know how to zap Chizbug? No, he just got the mana.
He's got it!
Blink! Finger! Gets the kill! It's a 5-man wipe.
I think he cancelled his TP as well. He's like, oh, you want to blink on me? I'll cancel my TP and kill you. Oh, okay, that's a finger. That did not go well for MVP. I like it's the kind of plays they have to make, though, going for the Roshan there when they win a nice little team fight and get in there, but Ferrari just got the sleep. I mean, he would have loved it earlier, but he got it still at a decent enough time that IG could win a team fight.
Lion Dota. This hero just seems to be dominating. Not even just the score, more just you pick this hero, you have one of the best late game supports, and now they're going to lasso it. June there to initiate, grabs behind him, snags him, and collects yet another kill. At the same time, Illusion's pushing him bottom. They're going to press forward for a tier 2 mid. IG should claim this one without much defense. Yep. And for MVP, in good news, they are close to the refresher. Lord, do they need it badly.
Got Ags too, though, so this siege is just added to that little bit extra by the Eye of the Storm now.
IG continuing their siege. Illusions just casually zoning out. Juggernaut Illusions. The Naga infestation accelerates. IG will bring down this tower.
Easy illusion for Chuan on the Enchantress now. Just takes those juggle illusions away.
They have the Ravage though. They let it go. They catch out Luo real quickly. He's got a BKB ready. Blink Impale attempted by Chisbug. They disengage with the song. That's a Ravage down. No refresher ready yet.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna walk away.
Ravage is down.
They chase.
Heal up and
they're gonna try.
Engage.
Quick blink away from Chisbug. The Ice Blast will follow him forward. QO
they got lasso finger.
Very near to the Sleight of Fist. He goes in, but he did not have chains ready. Now he gets impaled. He can't really follow this up without the backup of the Tide. Has a gun. Chisbug, a slight, probably enough for kill. He should end up shattering. At the same time, Heen swapping himself what he thinks is towards freedom, but in the end, ends up being his own demise. At the same time, March still waiting for refresher gold. He's caught out and surrounded. He continues to press forward, but he walks into too many heroes. Ends up dropping. The Ember, though, just casually drops out a retreating spirit. In case he needs it, he will zip away. Imp following him. That crashes through. Brings down about half of his HP. And now he runs back the other way.
He's getting out of there at least, looks like.
Man, this is Benny Hill music worthy.
Yeah, not bad for MVP. Tide buys his refresher before he dies, so that's a small victory.
They
MVP
don't really scratch the
screwed,
Naga, though. Yeah, Ravage is now down for 80 seconds. 430 is getting close to God mode territory, where if you don't have double Ravage, you're just not killing him, and I'm going to go back to the high ground, he says.
Yeah, finish off the racks, no glyph available. This could well be melee and rain tracks.
He's got creeps in the base, 430. He's been quiet all game, just farming. They swapped to break this lasso initiation that was attempted by June, but they still can elect the rain tracks. Not the biggest deal, the song now TP out. Chuan will shatter. And it's been the Ice Blasts, really, that have been the savior of this Radiant squad, it feels, as of late.
Ferrari still being chased down. Kuro has no fire remnants, though, so that is not on. And
as you mentioned, there's your refresher picked up. It feels like sometimes you see the Tide pick and refresher's nice, but you can use it for solo kills. But this game, it's all about the Ravage. If they don't get a good Blink Ravage, they don't really seem to win.
The thing is, IG just kind of... They're far enough ahead that they just want to keep on team fighting. If they really wanted to, they could just play Ferrari like a split-pushing Naga Siren, just send illusions in, slow siege your opponents, and... I mean, Ember Spirit's pretty good against illusions, but you're never killing anyone on the IG side. And IG can keep on farming. Razor has a lot of room to grow. Batrider can get another item. He's actually gone for a Shadow Blade.
Yeah, that's an interesting pick. IG are the only team sitting on a gem right now. There's no other form of detection for MVP.
Sentry hero there for a reason, but very little detection. And
Roche up in maybe 3 minutes here, potentially.
MVP with a big YOLO smoke gang.
Middle tower is under attack.
This could backfire. I guess they've got ultis. They've got Refresher Ravage, so Tide has mana issues though, so that's
and committing
problem.
This just for a line. Hello, Chisbug.
I think they maybe saw Tide's Refresher, depending if they clicked in time.
Yeah, that they might have not though. That was pretty last-minute ambush. Forev walking high ground, but he walks into the Enchantress. I don't know if they can kill him before he gets up to Zombie Slash. They lasso him in real deep. He gets off the slashes, but it's split evenly between 4 heroes. Then falls, drops the healing ward. That won't do much. Now Tide, quick double Ravage, but there's 2 BKBs going. It does absolutely zilch. What? Nada. Nothing at all, but maybe Ember can turn it. No, just kidding. Kyo's dead. Heen's probably going to fall here as well. That's going to be 4 dead. By the way, 430 makes it a 5-man wipe. They lose nothing but supports.
Yeah.
Oh, the BKB Gaming just shutting down the Refresher Tide Hunter, and you lose your Juggernaut like that without even getting a single assassination kill. No chance of taking the fight.
Yeah, Refresher Ravage on an Enchantress. I guess it did hit the Naga Siren on the second Ravage, but that's a Naga with a hard illusion, and you're not killing that Naga anyways, so... Down the mid
this
lane
looks like it may be a 2-0 IG beatdown as they flex their muscles here in this Radiant Throne. Perhaps not long for this world.
Yeah. Other lanes at least safe with the T3 towers are, but I don't know if that's really too reassuring for MVP Phoenix.
So if you're MVP, you look at this game and... Well, I mean, it's not 100% over, but it feels like it's heavily IG favored. How do you kind of evaluate this game? Last game you felt like it was partially the Crystal Maiden pick, partially just outplay. Gods, this game, do you feel the same way, or is it more isn't more just pure outplay this time around.
MVP, I mean, they draft some weak heroes. Like, I think the
Radiant's
Juggernaut
bottom
pick
tower has
doesn't really
fallen.
fit as a safe lane farmer here necessarily. I think it's a very big mismatch with the playstyle, because I think this kind of MVP playstyle works really good against the kind of the SEA teams they verse, where it's a much scrappier, but IG will 5-man, they read the ganks really well, they punish this kind of greedy player like a Shadowblade Juggernaut, which isn't maybe punished by some of the kind of good teams at MVP verse, but teams who have very different kind of split pushy playstyles. IG group up as 5 more. They go for these 10-minute smoke ganks where you put a lot of farm in this Juggernaut, he gets smoke ganked at 10 minutes in, and suddenly, well, any advantage he has gets negated. But
They actually ran out of smokes at like the 12-minute mark.
yeah.
And then just farmed until the smokes were ready.
There is definitely an element of outplay though. Like June, I mean, you just have to look at what June did in the offlane, and you can see that he just
Getting a solo kill and basically getting a double kill on your own with a little bit of help from your mid as an offlane bat against the tri-lane, that is just, you can't have that. You don't defensive tri-lane for that reason. Like, you run the defensive tri-lane, you're expected at least to keep him down a bit, not to be giving up single, double first blood kills.
yeah. So from that point of view, I don't think MVP will be. I think they got a draft they're kind of comfortable with, and they. I mean, I don't think they got outdrafted per se. I mean, IG opened with a Bat Razor. That's by no means considered 2 of the top tier or OP picks or anything like that. But MVP maybe putting a bit too much emphasis on the tied first pick. I think is maybe one of their weaknesses.
Speaking of the smokes, it's June.
Okay.
He did reveal himself though, Chisbug as well, so that one won't amount to much, but this is where you enter the half Nelson. IG have them cornered pretty heavily. Chisbug's about to retreat out.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, June, not Chisbug.
When you're behind like this, you can't really do too much for detection. They'll get some sentries on Heen, but Heen's not always going to be there for the bat.
They just have them completely boxed in. Creeps pushing in top,
Radiant's
creeps
top
pushing
tower
in
is
mid,
under attack.
bottom lane is pushing. Yeah, the smoke fails, but this is the stage of the game where you can blow smoke. Don't even need to get a kill. It's nice if you do, and you just sit back if you feel like they might be on the smoke.
You got a 6-slotted Naga now. Just needs the treads into a Boots of Travel, and you're there. These illusions can slow siege. They can do whatever, do as they please, really.
And they shall, if they can. They will go onto an illusion, Naga illusion here. At the same time, bottom lane, 4F
Radiant's top
just
tower
running
is under
away,
attack.
full throttle against 430. He wants this Omni Slash, but there's still a Panther already, and a Butterfly to boot. Omni Slash comes through, that's Ravage #1. That's Ravage #2. Maybe they can get the 430 kill. They will. Where was the team? Where was the backup? He had nothing going there. 430 just, I guess, expecting a little bit more, and he didn't have a single thing backing him up.
Expecting not a double Ravage, perhaps. If he had buyback, IG just win right now, but he doesn't have buyback, because he could just go mid with no Ravages, Refresher Razor with Aghanim's ultimate.
Nice swap from me, and he was so ready for the June initiation. Ends up just retreating out to safety at the same time on the high ground. Chisbug turns against QO, brings him down with the backup of Luo and friends, and MVP now must retreat. They've got little to stand against this IG onslaught. Oh, by the way, we do have a Razor in this game. It's been like a very quiet Razor in some ways, even though he's got the score of 10-6 and 18. It's never felt like, oh man, Razor won them that fight. But here he is, moving towards top lane, Refresher online for him. AC or maybe Shiva's inbound and just ready to push in this top lane. Yeah, no Naga, but up in 25 seconds and no Ravages for 90. Just for the first Ravage, 130 seconds for the second.
Can't get Boots of Travel though, so we'll take it Naga a while, has to respawn and then walk all the way to the Radiant base, so at least one Ravage should be up, but I mean, one Ravage is enough. They use double Ravage just to solo kill a Naga Siren. You're not winning a team fight by doing that.
March will quickly retreat out here to safety. Your Batrider getting a bit aggressive, June blinking, but they were ready for that and they retreat out to safety. As IG continue the onslaught, Naga Siren ready to engage, not TPing in just yet. No Boots of Travel.
Yeah.
This is where you'd really like to have them at 42 minutes.
Yeah, if IG would just had a little more farm on the Naga, could either buy back or buy Boots of Travel, I think IG would get no wraps.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Wah, wah, wah.
Sad times.
That's why you got the Shadow Blade, just for those easy courier snipes.
Probably gonna, so with the long respawn on Naga not having a TP, it looks like they're just gonna take Roshan. So play it safe, get Luo and Aegis, and go from there.
Now IG will transition into the Roche pit, as you mentioned. Go for the Aegis. This one should not be contested. And with that, they'll nearly have the AC or Shivas complete on Luo. IG Boots of Travel could come out for 430 relatively soon if they want to give it to him. Potentially the Aegis carrier, though. And they will probably just look for their second, maybe third lane of Rex.
Fallen to the dire.
Aegis actually goes to Luo, so 430.
Yep.
Perhaps just saving for
six loaded.
buyback at
Yeah.
this point.
Well, he just has the tread, so he just needs to upgrade to Boots of Travel now. I think it's fine. Raze is going to be on the high ground, sieging the tower mostly, so you don't get the Aegis respawn with the Eye of the Storm still up. But if they have to throw 2k damage worth of spells at you, you've already it's worth it anyways.
June is not interested in this Ember. He's going to just Shadow Blade right past him, looking for lower hanging fruit in the top lane, but nobody is available. He'll end up just casually zoning towards the mid lane, and IG prepare the onslaught.
Yeah.
They've got 5 heroes in the makings.
Easiest way for them is to kind of like split top and bottom lane, like have illusions going in, keeping things pressured. They don't want to get hit by have too many heroes hitting the Ravage.
So we'll initiate this one in June. BKBs in time. Ravage number 1, not allowing them to disengage. They lose their vent. They may end up losing more secondary Ravage, still being held. But now Luo BKBs, and then the Ravage comes through, but only hits backline supports at full HP. And with that, MVP go out, not with a bang, but with a whimper. Quietly under the night. 2015 kicks off with IG dominance. They will take down the second lane of Rax. They will look for their first win here in iLeague Season 2 play, and it looks like they will claim it. Virtually uncontested. GG's the call. IG looking strong here in our first series.
Yeah, I don't think MVP plays badly. I think it's just IG playing fantastic. They drafted really well, and they had a very clear plan with their drafts. For MVP, I think they drafted strong heroes, but they didn't quite have the same kind of cohesion with their drafts.
Well, with that said, that wraps up our first best of 3. What do we have coming up next, David?